Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the Spider-Man rewrite. This is the final part. If you missed part 1, I would recommend watching that first before you watch this. And pretty much last time we left off on the Spider Island arc, and now we're currently up to the Maximum Venom arc, or the Venom invasion, symbiote invasion, whichever you want to call it. But let's get right into it. So pretty much, Peter and Cindy starting to get to know each other more. They start doing their flirty thing. Looks like they're about to be the next couple, whatever, right? Meanwhile, Miles is trying to have the confidence to ask out Anya. He's low-key feeling her, and he really wants to ask her out, but he's kind of nervous too. The main villain of this is obviously Venom. Venom's alive after all this time. Horizon High has been keeping him alive because they wanted to study him, and they really wanted to see what they learn from him. That's how the synthetic symbiote was made. But Peter didn't know this until after the breakout. Venom escapes his containment. He hijacks one of the Fantastic Four's mini rockets, and he dips to his home planet. Spider-Man tries to stop him, but he's in space, so he can barely breathe. That's until the white gauntlets on his hands starts to turn into the Future Foundation suit, which allows him to breathe into space, and also has like rocket boots on it, so just in case he can't whip to get to where he wants to go, he has the rocket boots to get in there. So because the rocket has light speed, he's able to get to Venom's planet like really quick, so he has no time to like actually go inside the rocket to fight Venom. So now he's trying to fight Venom, get off the planet as quickly as possible, but it's too late. A whole bunch of symbiotes are already there. Spider-Man is trying to fight them off, making sure that they don't get onto the rocket, but this ends up failing horribly, and the symbiotes are now on their way to Earth. Now this is a real bad thing, because now Peter is stranded and has no way to get back. But a portal opens up, a sling ring portal. It's Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange already knows about the plans of the invasion. How? Well, Doctor Strange has this technique where he can see into the future. And yeah, he goes to see into the future. He learned this technique by this ancient sorcerer called Akamoto, who had the ability to see into the future as well. But he can only see into like a month into the future, which is very good, which is very useful. But he has to make sure not to change like the timeline, or else, like pretty much how in Infinity War in Endgame, where he saw a way to defeat Thanos for good, but he couldn't tell anyone what happens, because then if he did, then it wouldn't happen. So it's kind of like that. And yeah, so all the heroes are ready. We have the Fantastic Four, we have the Avengers, the Web Warriors, which is what I'm calling the spider people who have spider powers. And yeah, they're ready to gear up for the fight against Venom. And Loki, they lose, like horribly. Like the only people who are left is Peter and Cindy. Those are the only people left. Everyone else got venomized. So, but there is this one dude that they meet called Moon Knight, and they find a way to defeat Venom like before. Then Anti-Venom is created, and then the Web Warriors get Anti-Venom suits. They look pretty dope. And yeah, and they defeat the whole symbiote invasion. And that's the end of this arc. So now, the last arc, let's call it the Morlun arc, which, you guessed it, Morlun will be the main villain, will be the final villain.
Who?
In this like arc. Spider-Man and Cindy Moon are dating. Miles finally asks out Anya. She says yes, they go on a date. But Peter keeps having like flashes and vivid dreams of him talking to this dude named Anansi. Pretty much he's like the god of stories, and he's the reason why everyone in the Spider-Verse got their powers, pretty much. So, yeah, he's talking to Peter about like growth and change and how his body is gonna change and how his life is gonna change forever. And Peter still has that like thought in his head, because it's like, what you mean my life is gonna change forever? Is someone I love gonna die? Am I gonna die? What's gonna happen? So Morlun is trying to like take the life force of every like person with spider powers. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the whole Spider Island thing got reversed. So pretty much the people who did have spider powers because of the Jackal no longer have that, by the way. So yeah, he goes after Tarantula first. And the whole reason why he's doing this in the first place is because he wants to go after people with like powers. They're called totems. And the more people he like life forces he takes in, the more stronger and more powerful he'll become. Him and others like him, like they're called the Inheritors. But the rest of the Inheritors kick him out for being so unstable. So when Morlun was doing all these things, the rest of the Inheritors were helping the Web Warriors to stop Morlun. But this ended up with Morlun like exploding out all the energy he has taken in, which then causes all the Inheritors to also die as well. And all the energy they have taken in over the years, all that gets converged, and that energy is what's ripping the universe apart. And Doctor Strange is trying his best to contain it, tries to fix everything, but he can't. And that's when Anansi talks to Peter and says, hey, remember when I told you your life is about to change? Yeah, this is that moment. There's a way for you to save your home and save your loved ones and stuff, but if you do this, you can never go back, and this will change you forever. And Peter's like, I'll do anything to save my home and my family. What is it do I have to do? So Anansi makes him utter this oath, and this oath turns him into the Cosmic Spider-Man, and he's able to fix everything. Fix his universe, so his universe is not dying no more. But now, because he's the Cosmic Spider-Man, now he has to go to different universes and pretty much take care of any multiversal threat. Kind of like, how Captain Marvel is not just a hero on Earth, she's a hero and for different planets around the universe. Think of Cosmic Spider-Man like that, but on a multiversal scale. Which means that Peter can no longer stay in his universe anymore, because now he has more responsibilities to uphold, which means he has to leave the people that he loves. He has to leave the girl that he loves. He has to leave his friends behind. And I know, although he doesn't want to, this is the life that he has to do. So he says goodbye to his friends, he kisses Cindy, and they all have a one final swing across the city. And that's where the story will end for this rewrite. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. And if there's anything I can do to improve on it, like I said before, maybe one day in the future, I might do a whole make this a whole detailed story, or detailed series. But this is just an idea that I have. But anyways, be safe, my peeps.